Morning guys, we are here at Rocky Mountain National Park. It just reopened yesterday. Today's date is November 7th. Certain parts of the park are open and Wild Basin is one of them. So what a great way to return to Rocky Mountain National Park. And today we're going to go for Sandbeach Lake, Mount Orton, and the crux of the entire hike that we're going for today is going to be Keplinger Lake at 11,700 and something feet. We're about 1.5 miles into the trail right now. We just stopped at the creek for a break out the camera gear. Without further ado, let's get to it.
We're 2.5 miles in.
We're 2.5 miles in. So far, not a whole lot to see on Sandbeach Lake Trail. We crossed a creek earlier. It's a pretty small creek. Missed sunrise by about 45 minutes. Should have woken up at 2:15 a.m. instead of 3:15 a.m. But that's all right. We still got the whole day ahead of us. Some felled trees right after the creek. Another minor hiccup here on the main trail. I think I'm gonna go around this time. Oh boy, here's another fun one. I'm not crawling under that one. That time of year, winds get higher, temperatures get colder, trees start falling. All right, y'all, at about 4.5 miles, we are creeping up on Sandbeach Lake. Let's go check it out, huh? All right, so there's Sandbeach Lake for you. Partially frozen. Some of the shore ice is a little hard, but not hard enough to walk on, not yet. We're on the north side of Sandbeach Lake right now, and we've been here for a few minutes, but we got a long day ahead of us, so we're gonna get back on this trail. Or actually, this is kind of where the main trail ends, but this is where the fun begins. We're gonna head onwards to Mount Orton.
Yeah. The trail, quote unquote, is more off front.
Don't really know where we're going right now, but I think we're heading in the right general direction. All right, now we're back on what looks like somewhat of a trail, and this is where the elevation game begins. Yep. Turned into a winter wonderland back here pretty quickly. Looking at Mount Meeker and Long's Peak, views are starting to open up. All right, I think we're out of the hard part now. Well, as far as bushwhacking and snow, trees are starting to thin out. Snow's starting to be less abundant. It's just straight elevation gain right here, baby. Let's get it. Some of the coolest views of Mount Meeker and Long's Peak I've ever seen. There's Mount Orton straight ahead. Gotta climb up and over that. As we get closer to Mount Orton, I'm trying to figure out which one's the summit. Looks like a couple of pointy boobs from here.
They got 3 boobs.
We're gonna go with this one.
Boobs.
Right, so we're just kind of avoiding all the vegetation. Don't want to walk through any of that crap, and we're here. Just gotta do a little boulder hopping for a while now. Boulder hopping is Emily's favorite. She's a master at it. She just moves so gracefully through the boulders. Speaking of Emily, I get this question a lot. No, she's not my daughter. Yes, she's my girlfriend. So just wanted to clear that up.
We also look nothing alike.
That's true.
They would confuse us.
All right, we're very close to the summit. Emily's already up there, so let's shoot some B-roll. Summit of Mount Orton. Now next we're gonna go for Keplinger Lake, which is back there in that horseshoe cirque sitting under Pagoda Mountain, right about there. So there's an unnamed lake. I see two unnamed ponds right now. There's one in this area and then one over here. We're gonna descend from Mount Orton and then follow the unnamed, go down to the unnamed pond where it looks good, and then climb over the rocks and do a little boulder hopping to Keplinger Lake. Let's go. You know, I don't think this trail would be that bad if it weren't for the snow everywhere. Looking like a nice path over here. I know, we should have came this way, but now we're stuck walking through snow again. Well, we started going down the North Ridge too early, but we're back on the North Ridge now. And the path is pretty clear to where we gotta go. I just hope those snowfields down there are not steep, or we'll have to find a way around those, because those look pretty loose. There's the unnamed pond to where you turn off to do Keplinger's Coolor. Maybe one day. We've decided that looking from here, the snowfields are too steep to descend. I mean, we've got ice axes and spikes, but it's not really the best conditions to do that right now. If there's more snow, maybe, but we're just gonna go down into the valley and then extend back up. A little slippery. So it's pretty deep there too. A couple inches. Ptarmigans blend right in. They are so white. There's 3 of them. 4 of them.
Beautiful they are.
Holy crap.
Oh my goodness.
I did not even see them. They have their winter coats on.
No, I want to see their fluffy little feet.
Alright, let's leave them alone. Making our way down into the valley. Not too much snow in this area. Alright, for the first time in quite a while, actually before we started getting up to the summit of Mount Orton, we're on some favorable terrain. Almost to this unnamed lake. Still cannot get over these amazing views. I mean, there's a lot of hikes in the Rocky Mountain National Park, and we've been on a lot of them, but not many where Long's Peak, Meeker, Pagoda, Chief's Head are right there in front of you pretty much the entire time. All right, we're here at the second unnamed lake. I think we're gonna stay on the south side of this lake, get around it, and just shoot on up to the cirque where Keplinger Lake lies. Correct that. Emily convinced me we're gonna take the north side. It looks like a better path, but we'll see. All right, we're getting close. This last section is lots of elevation gain. I may have taken the wrong path, but I see a route. We should be there in no time. Looking back where we came from. All right, y'all, we're here. Keplinger Lake, a lake not too many people visit. Let's go check it out. Love the sound of ice cracking. Ice is getting hard. Ice is getting thick. But I would not trust the thickness throughout to walk on it yet. There's still a couple of thin spots towards, not towards the middle, but a little bit off the shoreline. Nope, not gonna walk on it today. Maybe some other day. But yeah, this is Keplinger Lake. Pretty awesome lake. I love how it's just engulfed in the cirque of Pagoda Mountain. It's pretty awesome. Of course, we haven't seen a soul all day. Saw one person at the trailhead. As far as this trail, haven't seen anybody. Probably won't see anyone until we get back to Sand Beach. There's two different ways to get here to Keplinger Lake. The way we went and summited Mount Orton and then came down into the valley. We're gonna try the other way via Hunter's Creek. I've heard that this way is more bushwhackier and harder, even though it's less distance and less elevation gain. But I gotta find out for myself. So let's head on back. We're just kind of walking along Hunter's Creek right now. It's completely dried up. Not sure what the best route is, but we'll let you know if this one's good. We're just gonna follow this creek home, back to the trailhead if it lets us. We're navigating through a giant boulder field, and my GoPro's about to die, so. All right, so we've been walking along Hunter's Creek now. Not along it, but in that vicinity for probably about, what, 30-40 minutes? Yeah, 30-40 minutes, and I have my spare GoPro battery charging, and it's already fully charged. I'll post a link in the description to the video of what charger I'm using, and I'll show you at the trailhead, but holy moly. Besides the big boulder field that we were initially navigating through after getting down to the second unnamed pond by Kepling's Cooler, it's been pretty straightforward until now. Until now. Oh, looks like we're gonna get our feet wet. Rather have wet feet on the way back than on the way to the lake. And walking through snow like this is way better than hardcore bushwhacking. When you get the combination of the two, that really sucks. Yep. Looks like a dried up creek. Still bushwhacking. It's really not that bad though. We've been through a lot worse. It's not pleasant, but we're almost through it. So my CalTopo map shows a trail right here, even though it's unmaintained, and it's still better than nothing. We're on the right track now. So this way turned out to be a bad idea. We're moving at a snail's pace. We don't have the right footwear. We are slipping and sliding freaking everywhere. We've got spikes, but those don't really do anything when the snow's powdery like this. But we're inching forward. I think I already know my recommendation of which way to take. All right, we're back in another boulder field now. This is much better than bushwhacking and slippery snow. All right, we're back on a faint trail, which is better than no trail at all. Close to Sandbeach Lake, but this is the way we took. We're at the point where our paths crossed. So, best way to reach Keplinger's Lake. Right now, Mount Orton, 100%. Go up to Mount Orton, take the North Ridge, drop where it looks safe. On your way back, extend back up onto the ridge, and return the way you came. That'll add about a mile to a mile and a half, maybe 700-800 feet of elevation gain by taking the Orton route, but hell, it's way faster. This, I've done a lot of off-trail hiking. It's not the worst one, but it's probably top 3, top 4. Worst part about taking the Hunter Creek way is the scenery is just, it's garbage. This time of year anyway, the creek's all dried up. There's like snow here and there. Trees are falling down everywhere. Other than that though, the Orton way, that's the way to go. So our first person on the trail today, here at Sandbeach Lake. The love sign on the beach. I mean, it's a good spot to do it. What's not to love about Sandbeach Lake? If you ever decide to camp out here, here's the campsites by Sandbeach Lake. It'll be right in this area. Not bad views. All right, so we're getting close back to the trailhead. We've been hiking for about 9.5 hours now. Clocked in 15 miles round trip with 3,900 feet of elevation gain. Not a bad day. Got 2 more lakes also to scratch off the list. We do a lot of hikes in Rocky Mountain National Park, and we do a lot of hard hikes in general. If you like that sort of thing, consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. And I'll be looking forward to seeing you on the next hike.